All right, gang. So I have tonight's lineup for the Yankees for the first game of 4 against the Tampa Bay Rays in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Hopefully, we'll see a different type of Yankees, the type we saw in this past series against Oakland. But before that, I've got a little bit of news for you. Okay. Well, for those that haven't seen, I put out the corresponding roster moves early on a short. Take a look at that. And you got our Ryan Weber's back up. Johnny Loizaga has been transferred to the 60-day IL, so it gets him off the 40. And you saw the corresponding move last night, or the first move was optioning out of Davy Garcia. So now, Buster Olney put something out earlier today, and he said that come trade deadline, the Yankees will not be sellers; they will be buyers. So that encourages me. And I don't believe when I see it, but that encourages me. The first thing that tells me is they're not. I don't think they're married to this Cohen threshold. Just waiting for the right time to go past it with the right players. So, again, I'll believe when I see it, but that's encouraging. That's encouraging. I still think they need to give an opportunity to some of the guys up here. We've talked about Chaparro. We've talked about some of the other folks, Matt Crook, Elijah Dunham, some of these other guys. So hopefully these guys will get shots too. And Oswald Peraza, we got a shot back too. And you definitely need that infusion of youth and energy here. And Chaparro's tearing the cover off the ball. I'm sure Franchi Cordero will probably get another shot too because he's tearing the cover off the ball too in AAA. So, but that, let me know what that tells you. That told me that just waiting for the right time to go past that Cohen threshold. And keep in mind too, the Cohen threshold would be temporary, even though the payroll at the end of the year matters more than payroll in the beginning of the year. So if they go past it, obviously they'll have to pay to do penalties, but they got like almost $70 million coming off the books. So they're going to go under a couple levels of thresholds for it. But if they're in a position, they're playing better, and they feel like they're 1 or 2 players from going for the whole thing, I can see it happening. And the fact that he said with conviction that they're going to be, don't expect them to be buyers, don't expect them to be sellers, expect them to be buyers. That was telling to me, Let me know what you think about it. I want to know what your feedback. Your feedback's important, obviously. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, and you're a Yankee fan or a baseball fan, just like this content, please hit that subscribe button, okay? And if you enjoy the content, obviously hit the like button. I thank you for both, but I want to make sure you don't miss anything. So now, let's get to tonight's lineup. Anthony Volpe's leading off, playing shortstop. Aaron Judge back in right field, batting second. Anthony Rizzo batting third, first base. DJ LeMahieu's batting cleanup at third base. Gleyber Torres batting fifth at second base. Jake Bauer's batting sixth in left field. Harrison Bader batting seventh in center field. Jose Trevino's at the dish, batting eighth. Lee Calhoun is batting ninth at DH. And on the mound, Domingo Germán. So hopefully we'll get a good outing from him. And I think that, you might see another roster move or two for a couple of fresh bullpen arms throughout the series. So I think all hands on deck. They're going to need as many good arms as they can against a team like the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a very tough. It's much tougher to get the lead against these guys than it is to hold it. But we obviously saw last week how easy it was to lose it in a couple of games too. So it's the way that it is. It's the way that it is. So, but pretty solid lineup. I'm happy that the guys that are in there are in there. And we still haven't gotten any intel on Aaron Hicks as to when he's going to hit the IL or if he's going to hit the IL. I did see reporting yesterday he was feeling better, but then they said the same thing about Judge, and he wound up going on the IL. So I wouldn't hesitate to put Hicks on the IL, and you call up Chaparro if you can, right? Or Franchi or something. Generally, position player options are ILs are position player call-ups. So and then vice versa. The same goes for the relief pitching and starting pitching. So, but we'll see. That still remains to be seen. But that's the lineup. That's the Buster Olney news. Oh, yeah, one other piece of news. Luis Severino is going to make one more rehab start before he gets called up. One more rehab start, and then he should be up next week. So another piece of reinforcement coming back to the Yankees rotation. Who goes out at that point? Don't know. But more very likely Johnny Burrito, I'm guessing, but we'll see what happens. When that actually happens. So have a good day, everybody. I'll see you tonight for the post game. Go Yankees. Let's go.